What a start indeed to Super Saturday. If you're a women's cricket team fan, this is one of the best pictures that you will ever see, and it ends 2023 if you have to look at it on the ultimate of highs. Because even the India women's cricket team has suffered heartbreak in 2023. Not doing well in the 2023 World T20, but then securing the gold medal in the Asian Games, and now after the 1-2 loss in the T20I series against England, the India women's cricket team have done a miraculous thing by winning the one-off test match at the DY Patil in just the third day today. A 347-run win by the India women's cricket team speaks volumes, not just of India's newfound belief, but also because of the meek capitulation that England had. Remember, England and Australia are the only teams that play a 5-day test match. And in the women's Ashes also, England capitulated to Ash Gardner, and that is the reason why they could not retain the Ashes. They may have won the ODI series and the T20I series, but they could not retain the Ashes as it was points system, and that's why they are now without the Ashes. But this loss will rankle them, because they couldn't face the high quality bowling of Deepti Sharma or Rajeshwari Gaikwad in that sense. Deepti Sharma in particular, 5 wickets that she took in the first innings ensured England lost 6 wickets for 10 runs. And that is the reason why they had a massive deficit to stare. Every batter, Shubha Satish, you look at it, Deepti Sharma, Harmanpreet Kaur, all of them chipped in with vital knocks. India could very well have enforced the follow-on and gotten an innings win, but they decided to bat on 186. They declared immediately, but then 2 cluster collapses ensured 10 wickets fell in just one session today. 2.5 days the test match has been done out of the 4 that is there. Remember, this was a 4-day test match, and that is why this win at DY Patil is simply one of the best that the Indian women's cricket team have had for a very long time indeed. Test cricket in particular is coming back to India after 9 years. Can you believe it? The India women's team have had to have a gap of 9 years to play a test match in India. Now, after this win, one hopes that the BCCI takes women's cricket very seriously, because the same problems that plague the men when it comes to ICC events, it happens even with the women's team. But in the women's cricket scenario, there is a clear-cut favourite. There is Australia, the Southern Stars, there is daylight, and then there is the rest of the catching pack. That is how far the Australia women's cricket team have gone ahead. But this test match win is very sweet for a couple of reasons. If you have to look at history, this is only their 6th win ever. And this year and next year we'll be celebrating 50 years of women's test cricket for India, because they started playing from 1974, and at that time they had registered their first ever test win, and it came against the West Indies under the leadership of Shanta Rangaswamy. So 1-1 in a 6-test series in 1974 was simply the pinnacle of how India women's cricket team would be. But this is their 3rd win against England. They had won it in 2006, they had won it in 2014, and now they have won it here. Out of their 6 wins, 3 have come against England. In the other previous series, they had held to a draw at that point. So 50% success rate is only against England. That's why they have got a big wood against their former rivals, if you have to look at it. So India, not just that, 6th win out of that 3 have come against England. Deepti Sharma takes 9 in addition to 60 with bat. 9 wickets and 60, clear-cut player of the match. It was her exploits in the lower order, and the way how she bowled on this wicket ensured that yes, it was truly match defining. There was a brief moment we were all expecting, okay, why can't she get Charlie Dean out? Because remember, Charlie Dean and Deepti Sharma go back to that Lord's fiasco in which Deepti Sharma ran out Charlie Dean, and there was a big debate on the rules at that point. Charlie Dean was wrong, and that's why Deepti Sharma did what she had to do, which was the right thing. 3rd win for India at home. Now remember, 2 of those wins have come against South Africa. The last test win that they had, 2014, it was at Mysore and they had beaten South Africa. And first test in India since 2014, 9 years later. Can you believe it? Can the India men's team have that same kind of a situation? Oh, you will need tests not just every 9 years. You will need a test every 9 days or 9 weeks. That's how packed the India men's calendar is, and that's how barren the India women's cricket calendar is. And that's the reason why this win should be savoured. Because at the end of the day, India women's cricket team also have undergone a bit of a low, but in the last 3 to 4 months, they have had highs. The Asia Cup gold, the Asian Games gold medal, and now this. So, if you have to look at it, one of the best things to have happened today is that the India women's cricket team won one of the most outstanding matches that they could have. They dominated right from the very beginning. When they posted 410 on the first day, the game was over. England had no chance whatsoever, and that's why a lot of questions will be raised now about England's ability in red ball cricket, because 2 Ashes have gone by. They have not yet retained the Ashes. This loss will rankle them. After a good start, remember, even the T20I series, India could very well have gotten a 2-1 in their favour had some basic things been followed. If they had batted well in the second T20I, notched up 120, 130, India could very well have won that game as well. But the T20I series was a missed opportunity now. We are all building up to the 2024 Women's T20 World Cup that will be held in Bangladesh. One hopes that India can achieve what it has today. A great test win, but now further challenges await them, because it's Australia next. The Southern Stars, the gold standard for test cricket and women's sport. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.